Hello, it's Nuddie Piper, and you're now tuned in to Live and Direct.
Alright guys, welcome to Live and Direct. Today we have a very special guest, all the way from the 504, my home, my stomping ground, the Crescent City, New Orleans. He has done concert and songs with underground legends like Devin the Dude, Willie J. Peso, and Colt 45. Dropping classic series like Hello and Cultivation, with hits like 90s Baby, Undertaker, Functions, Until I Faint. With no further introduction, my guy, Nuddie Piper. How you doing, Nuddie?
Hello.
And how you been, man?
Oh, I've been chilling, man. We just drove out here, Always good to be back in the flats.
Well, we want to thank you for taking time out of your tour to come pay us a visit. How the kids?
Oh, everybody's good,
Okay. What is like being a girl dad, man?
So, first of all, gotta take care of your kids, first and foremost. And on top of that, you gotta make sure that you put the women first in this world.
Yes, sir.
So that's how I approach it. And I was raised by my mother and grandmother. I didn't have a father, but I had a very strong cast of the Magnolia Projects with me. So
Yeah.
I've been pretty okay, and it's helped me cultivate and raise my girls good.
Okay. So, Nuddie, some people don't know that there was a Reese before Nuddie Piper. How did you come up with that name?
So part of that is credited to my aunt. She took my name and shortened it up to Nuddie. And I love wrestling, so Rowdy Piper was one of my favorites. And I just felt like Rowdy Piper, and I was always on that Piper's Pit type vibe.
Yeah.
So Nuddie and Piper just went
together.
Started ripping it off.
I feel that. Because I was like, Nuddie. I didn't know if I was saying it right, but all right. So, like earlier, I said you was from New Orleans, but for the fans and the people that's watching that don't know you, what part of the city are you from?
I grew up 2993 LaSalle Street, and that's the Magnolia Projects, old side.
Yeah.
And growing up, that was pretty cool. Well, it was, for what you see, it was all that. But like I said, I was from there, and they,
That's
fam. That's fam.
It was good for you. But if you're an outsider, don't come in after us.
Yeah.
All right. So, Nuddie, what made you start rapping?
What made me start rapping? I just kind of always been around the entertainment and music field. Being in Louisiana, it's like it's hard not to some type of way get thrown in a mix of some type of art. So music has always been around. Theater at one point was something that I was doing a lot of. That was like pre-Katrina.
Yeah.
But after Katrina, I just dived more and more into music as the years went by. And being in Lafayette, they put me on all the DJ Screw, Project Pat, and Devin the Dude. That was the first person they introduced me to. So I just dove deeper into that.
Yeah, and like you say with the Devin the Dude, man, like coming from the city, we wasn't listening to that.
No.
So when we came out here and it was playing the Zero and Boosie, I'm like, man, what is this? It was totally different from our culture. All right, so I known you after Katrina, and when I known you was right there in Fightingville, producing beats. I remember the time you recorded me. You dig? So at that time, you was rapping also, or you was like, what was really your thing?
I would say around that time, I was just post Katrina trying to vibe with people that I felt cool with, So that's kind of what everybody that I was around was kind of into. It was kind of really on that DJ Screw, running those screw beats, and then like making me freestyle or making me, say something. And, I guess, once I got past that for however many years, I decided like, I think I'm going to go and do this consistently.
Yeah. Okay. So since you started rapping, how has the rap game treated you?
everything glitter ain't gold.
Okay, and
You know?
let's dive into that. What you mean by that?
You know, like what you see
Mm-hmm.
is only like a small fraction of what you have to do.
Okay.
You know, so I would just say like if you're trying to get into this or if you're like inspired and want to get into it, then I'm not gonna tell you don't do it because it's yeah, you know, live out your dreams, but also know like it takes a lot of hard work, takes a lot of sleepless nights. You know, it takes a lot of money to make sure you eating. You know, it just takes a lot of hustle.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready, you know, and you can't just think you're just going to get it and it's going to happen overnight.
Okay.
You know, like even what you just saying, like from that time frame of when we was just on Mad Lean, fucking around, playing around,
Yeah.
and we turn that in. Well, you know, now look at us now. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
it takes a grip of time to get to where you feel like you need to be.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like right now I'm not where I want to be, but I am grateful and satisfied for everything that's happened and happening.
Okay, so which leads me into my next question. Do you feel that you get the support from the city or the validation that you need?
I feel like the right people support me. You know, not everybody might not support me. I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but the right people are supporting me.
Okay.
And those people, I know for a fact, it's all love.
Okay.
And that's where you want to. That's where you want to be. You want to be
Facts.
where it's love.
Right.
And I feel like I'm appreciated. So whether the whole city does support me or doesn't, you know, I just suggest we all go to wherever we're loved.
Okay.
So
Okay, so to still stay about the rap game, what are some truths that you found out about the rap game once you got deep into it? Like, are these niggas capping in their rap? Are they really living like this? They're like, what is it, man? Is it when you pull them curtains back and you got in that rap game?
when I pulled the curtains back and really dived in, I realized that I had to work 30 times harder.
Okay. Okay.
And I realized that I need to like really see what's best for me and understand what should I do to make sure that I can sleep good at night.
Yes.
And if I'm not sleeping at night, then how productive has this day been for me to not be sleeping at night?
Okay.
So I would just say is everything ain't glitter ain't gold, but it's a lot of hard work, and you know, not everybody is built like me. I've seen that
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay. So have you ever thought about quitting?
I haven't thought about quitting, but you know, just diving into whatever makes me feel good.
Yeah.
So if it's something that comes up, like let's say wrestling, you know, and I'm like transitioning to more with that, then you know maybe I won't be making as much music. But like I said, it's kind of hard not to when you're around all these artists and some type of art, and then it's already embedded in you from being
Facts.
in New Orleans.
Facts.
So
Facts.
the music won't probably leave, but I will transition and grow to other things. You know?
Okay. Okay.